Hi everybody, I'm Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to the channel, this is F.E.M Media, LLC. This is my publishing / freelance company, and everything that I'm doing creatively is under the F.E.M Media umbrella. So thank you for stopping by, and I definitely appreciate it. So if you want to hit that like button, go ahead. If you don't, that's fine too. Okay, now that we've got that cleared out of the way, how is everybody doing? I am so kind of looking forward to Christmas. I'm really going to try to let loose and just really try to get a hold of this Christmas spirit. I hope that you are too, because this quarantine, this pandemic, COVID-19, the row-row-vi, it is tearing me up. I am a mental case right now, like between the kids in school, working from home, being, oh my God, it is craziness. Like, it is so much. But on a brighter note, today I want to discuss with you how to build trust with your clientele. Because one thing that I know for sure during my entire working history is that trust is something that, either you have it right away or you don't. I mean, I get it, there's build up for that long-term trust and like relationship trust, things like that. But when you are working with somebody and you don't know what you're doing, or you can't provide for that person what you said you would be providing, I mean, it's a really big deal to, to kind of gap that bridge between just not doing something and breaking that trust that somebody has in you to complete a task or a project or whatever. So to build trust, there are a few things that you need to do and a few things that you should keep in mind. For one, you have to be able to communicate with your clientele, your customer base, the people that you work with, your family, anybody that you deal with on a regular basis. You have got to communicate with. If you can't get a point across, then it's going to leave your clientele confused. It's going to leave them wondering what you guys settled on. It's going to leave them up in the air wondering what is going to happen next. It's going to confuse you. You may work on the wrong thing. If things aren't communicated correctly and effectively, then it's not a good look. So you have to be able to communicate. Ask questions of the clientele. I think that they would rather have to answer you, even if they think or you feel like double check. Always double check. Just follow up. Just say, I just wanted to make it clear. I just wanted to make sure that this is exactly what you wanted. I'm taking notes. Always take notes. Always. I'm a huge note taker. I take tons of notes on everything. And date those notes, and also tab those notes so you can go back. I digress. So, but you really want to be able to communicate. So ask those questions, follow up if something is confusing to you. It will be easier to follow up versus turning something in for your client and then saying, that's not what I asked for. Because then that's going to make it look like you don't know what you're doing, and it's going to break that trust that you are trying to build with your partner, your client. Next, you also want to make sure that you do what you say you are going to do. So if you say something, you set a deadline for something for a few weeks away, and just be clear. Be clear, set those deadlines, meet those deadlines. If by chance you cannot, because you are only human, if you cannot make those deadlines, you need to communicate that before the deadline date. If you see a week out that, hey, this, even if you feel like you might get it done in that week span, reach out. Say, hey, I just wanted to give you a heads up. Is it okay if I get an extension? Is it okay if we can push this back another week? I may have it finished, by deadline, but, just in case, my schedule is packed, things have come up, just be honest. Let them know, hey, I'm working on this. I don't know if I'll get it finished. Can I have another week? Or come up with another deadline. Communicate, because it always comes back to that communication. It always comes back to it. Third, you definitely want to be empowering to your client. Let them know that you love what they're doing. If you are editing somebody's manuscript, if you are writing a blog for them, if you are working the whole publishing package, whatever you are doing, making something on Etsy, whatever it is that you're doing, let your client know that you appreciate them and you believe in what they are doing. You believe that they have talent. You believe that they can conquer anything, that they can complete this project, and that it will be good for them. It will be, period. And if you can't get on board and believe that, then you should not be working with that person. If you can't comfortably empower a client to let them know, hey, I think you are amazing, and I am excited to work with you, and I am excited to get behind what you're doing. If you can't get comfortable with that, you better find a different client, because it's going to show in your work. It's going to show in your attitude. You're not going to be as enthusiastic to complete the project. You just aren't going to do your very best. It's not going to happen because you don't believe that the client is worth it. And you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that business owner, that business person who doesn't believe in your client, because it's just going to break that trust. And your client's going to know. They're not stupid. You're going to be working with adults who have been around the block a couple of times, or who are learning the ropes and know what they want to deal with and what they don't want to deal with. But you can do it. So if you aren't 100% comfortable with empowering, complimenting, pushing your client in the right direction, don't do it. Also, to build that trust, you have to be open and honest. You have to let them know that, hey, the way you're doing it right now, let's try it this way and we'll see. Or if you're really stuck on doing it that specific way, can we add a couple of different steps to the process? Can we do something different to the process? It's okay to tell them that something doesn't feel right, because that's why they hired you, or that's why they're working with you. That's why they're building that trust and trying to be with you, is because they want your opinion. They want your professional opinion. They want to go in that professional direction that you are wanting to take them in. So it's definitely really something that you need to do, is to be honest. So if you can do those things, and you can be genuine, and you can be truthful, you can be comfortable with yourself, with your work, communication, honesty, you're good. You're going to build that trust with your clientele. And even if they don't come back to you after that, you will still have a good rapport with them for extra work, reference down the line, something of the nature. You'll be good. So with that being said, 4eyemedia.com. Check out my website, you guys. We are building Bespectacled, which is our creative blog, our creative portion of our website. So if you want to submit any poetry, short stories, art, photography, anything that you want to submit that is creative to you, you can submit it to 4eyemedia@gmail.com. If you want to work with me, because I am all of the things that I discussed, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but just kidding. But I am a talker, and I am very open. So you can check out what we do for people. And if you have any inquiries, just send me an email, 4eyemedia@gmail.com. And I look forward to working with you and talking with you. And I will see you guys next video. Remember, 4 eyes better than 2.